Today we're going to share a little bit of a hike that I'm going to do. I haven't hiked in a while, and it's just there's so many hikes you can do around the island, around all the islands. I've done many here, actually around where we have the Reno, the village of Sao Mateus. I'll film a little bit of this, the hike, and you just get to see that if you're ever around here, it's worthwhile. The beauty and the landscape, and just right now it's nice and quiet, and the birds, it's beautiful. We just started going up from the house, so you'll find some of these ruins. This one's actually for sale. Right behind our house, we have this beautiful mountain of Pico. A lot of people come here to climb it. It's beautiful. See the sunrise. You can camp up there. It's 2,351 meters above sea level. But yeah, so I'm just gonna, when I get up there, I'm gonna go to the right and just continue slowly through above the village. And then if you can see the higher plateau there, I'm gonna go through there, wind my way down to the ocean, and then come back up. So let's just see how much. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm already starting to breathe a little hard. So I'm just gonna take it easy and enjoy. These are yams. Find these fields. A lot of these quintas have different fruits in it. Citrus. Well, you'll see a lot of these throughout the hikes there, through your walks. A lot of fruit trees. This is Nispra. Loquat, I think it's called. We just come from there. For any of you that will wind up renting our house here, we just came from this road. Just all you do is, like you saw, just turn left, turn right, sorry, and there's the house. So easy to come up here and hike in the above part of the village, and obviously by the coast. Time for our first photo here. There's going to be quite a few, I would imagine, today. So as you can see, we just approached this upper road here. Obviously, I've done hikes going to the left, and there's a lot of secondary roads that way. Could actually take you up to the interior where the lakes are, the mountain house, so many areas. But I'm going to go right. Actually, there's some reference here. That's the road here. And then make my way down. Some corn. And just look at these beautiful maize with some bananas. This is the street that has the last houses of Sao Mateus. It's this road here. There's some ruins, as you can see. You also find vineyards up here. And some of these old lava homes, that some of them are being restored, which is great. They all have some uniqueness to them. A lot of people come from the outside, the expats, they wind up a lot of blood and sweat renovating them, and I think it's great that happens. Otherwise there'd be a lot of ruins around. This is a garage I used to keep the old cow carriage. I remember when I was younger. Those were around here. It's another ruin, and then you have houses. They're all scattered through here. All these roads lead down to the main road of the village. Clouds up on Pico. Hope you guys are enjoying the hike. We just started, and hopefully the weather stays like this. Let me show you how big these leaves are. Wow, look. And yeah, I think these are yams. Look how big. If I'm not mistaken. If it's not, you guys correct me out there. I'm sure there's some of you that wouldn't, but look how beautiful and just crazy these are. Wow, amazing. I want to take a nice photo here too. Just got to another crossroads, so instead of going down, which will lead you down to the village, we keep going on the same road, Rua das Almas, and we continue on this road until we get to the main road, ER1. This would be good if some of you decide to do a bit of hiking here and watch the video, get a bit of reference, and you know, just go for it. Look what we got here. Two really beautiful cows, and Laura would appreciate this, so I'm going to take a shot here. There's a little baby. This is a little younger, looks like, staring right at us. Goats, cows, sheep, chickens, roosters, horses. I'm leaving out a few, but all here. Full little German Shepherd here. I think he's fairly young. Now, one thing you got to remember on these streets, there's still once in a while people tie some dogs. Not this one. This is obviously in its own house, protected, friendly, looks like. But there's some you have to be careful. They're tied to things outside. You might not have the owner, and those are a little bit more. Just got to be aware of them. I just thought I'd mention that. Dude, more ruins here. Hopefully they'll do something about these. We've reached the main road. This is the road that goes around the whole island. Instead of turning right, which this goes right down to the village, carry on to Madalena, we're going to just go a little bit further up and cut through that forest there, heading down to the ocean. Point of reference, we came from that road right there by the blue sign. That's where we came from. When you reach this point, that's the point of reference right there, the statue, and there's another little religious statue there. Just turn here, right through here. And we're going to walk along the edge. All right, so we're inside this trail here. As you can see, this is what these islands are made of. Some areas are roads like this, but you can see the different levels of this gravel, the dark one, the brown one, red. And this is what the volcanic origin of the islands. As I'm walking through here now, obviously I'm not in the sun. It's beautiful. It's nice and fresh, and obviously it's the best time to hike. I think it's more probably towards the morning or the evening, I think. Yeah, but as you can see, it's these areas, well, there's just eroding. It happens, over years. There's still quite a few trees here. Now, who loves hydrangeas? A lot of them, obviously, I don't know, I'm not going to say most of them, but a lot of them are in the upper part of the island. The highlands, where the lakes are. But as you can see, you also find them here. July, August, probably the best time to see them. And they are beautiful. And here you have so many different types of trees. Actually, it's gotten chilled down right now with all these trees. So I was getting warmed up, getting to this point. Now I'm getting a little cooled down. And it's just a beautiful walk. I used to do this walk when I used to come a lot of times on my own. And then I started coming with Laura. We've done this. It's been a while. But I've always enjoyed this walk because you get to experience the upper part of the village and the coast, the lower part. And you get to go through like this little forest here, different trees. You get to go through an open spaces, vineyards, houses, ruins. It's a really a lot of variety on this walk. And it's not, like I said, it's probably between 2.5, 3 level. I won't even reach 3, I don't think. Now we're going down. This is all going to be declining all the way to the coast now. We're still quite a bit up here. We're going to get away from the forest and get into an area more where the vineyards are flat. Hope you guys are enjoying this little hike / walk. I should do more of them. I know Laura, we always talk we're going to definitely do more of them because it's they're very good for you, for your mind, for your body, physically, mentally, and I think even if it's a very low level one, get out, do it. And on Peak you can do all this. You don't have to go extreme all the time. I should also mention, as you can see, this has been on the way down, right? We're going now down. It's not steep, but there's gravel, and I almost just fell. I always forget. You got to lean forward. It's the best way. Now here's just my favorite plant right here. They're invasive. People try cutting them down. They'll always grow back, but they're just so beautiful. I don't know what early on, I think it's called foile de roc or something like that. They used to do the leaf, the green leaf. They used to put the bread in the oven. It was to be the base for the bread. Here's a picture for sure. Let's take a little breather. This is where we've come from. As you can see, we've been coming down. Now the Pico now is covered. There's some clouds coming in. It's typical. But we're going to continue to go down. I don't know. I never know how long I'll take on these hikes. I just go. Depending on how my body feels, I kind of time it. I'll rest as long as I need to in between, like during the walk. There's no rush because to do these it defeats the purpose if it's not a race. It's just take your time. To see the clearance, the forest here is going to end, this little forest, and now it's going to become an open plateau with still some. Those are all vineyards now. There's some have been revived, uncovered, as you can see. They're like the mazes, the walls, and then where you see the other greenery, the trees, there's vineyards in there as well. Not sure if they're going to revive those, but yeah. And we came from up there. We're actually a little higher up. There's the village there to the left, and we're just on the upper road coming down. I guess I decided to do this video just to encourage you guys that are staying here or anywhere on Pico to do these hikes around whatever village you're in. This happens to be Sao Mateus, and you could always find these treks, you know, as they call it, caminhadas, it's called here. Reaching the area of obviously the vineyards and adegas, like this one here. This is an old one, you can see here, all with unbelievable views. Another cute one they used to do it with the black and white, almost like the cow look. Some of them have been renovated, now they rent it out for AL, or they call alojamento local. Like some of them get, like that one's, from what I think that's a rental there. Beautiful. I haven't seen these in a while. Wow, the water's really blue today. I know I say that a lot. Hopefully you guys don't get sick of me saying it, but it's true. All right, so this is another crossroads here. You can continue up, and we actually hiked up there before. There's the whale watching lookout, but we're going to turn down. And we're going to wind ourselves all the way down to, let's say, you'll see the lighthouse, the coast, more vineyards. And it's because these kind of zigzag, intertwined. It came from there. There's the village of Sao Mateus, so we're always pretty close to it. But we're going to go down now. Let's take a picture of the village. Stop for a water break. And these vineyards are pretty full here. Actually, you can already see, and these are almost ready to be picked. These are red grapes. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, very nice. A friend gave me some from his vineyard the other day. Delicious. Don't forget water along these trips. Very good for you when you got to stay hydrated. I think we're going to be able to start to see the lighthouse. There it is. So most villages, like Sao Mateus, they could be connected to the next village over, like São Caetano, and you can just keep on walking all the way through São João, Terra de Pão. The same thing on the other side. Just they're all pretty much connected by the coast or by the main road. So this is where you have to watch out going down, because these gravel, if you don't lean forward, it'll slip. Getting hungry already. Had a small breakfast, and I think when you're doing this kinds of activities and the ocean is always in front of you, makes you even more hungry. There's the proximity to the village again, Sao Mateus, but we are going down. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Hiking always makes me sing. I don't know, you get so happy, you just want to just start singing, even though I can't sing. But that's what you feel like doing. It gives you this joy. And that's, so it's every time I've hiked, a lot of times by myself, I would just be basically singing, whistling, whatever, because it gives you something inside. It releases these good energy. To the right, now the road, go right through there to the vineyards, back to other parts of the coast, up to the village. And this one goes to the neighboring village of Sao Mateus. We're just going to go down to the lighthouse to the right. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Bon Jesus. That's the anthem for the good Jesus. And the bell tolls. Okay, must be lunchtime. And if you, those of you that tuned in to last week's video was about the feast here, the famous feast of Bon Jesus. Had a great time filming it and enjoyed myself. And hopefully the ones that watched it also enjoyed it. And thanks for all the nice comments, by the way. There's another good example of these old cottages. You can't touch the outside, but inside you could. Some of these are still pretty raw. They come down for picnics. You can't really live in them. And I think this one's like that. You can cook. There's an outdoor chimney there for cooking. But just look at the, you know, just incredible. There's a little, they're on the side road here, and a nice red door, and with a view of the coast, you know. I would have to say this would be you can take a really nice nap here. Just noticed, oh, there it is, a boat. A lot of whale watching boats come around here, a lot of whales and dolphins. This seems to be an area that they always wind up coming to. See if I can get a good close-up of it. Probably not, but let's see. It's going pretty fast, and I've seen quite a few other ones coming. Wow, it's flying. It's a Zodiac. Another crossroad. So now we're right at the coast. Here in Sao Mateus, it's the famous lighthouse. Obviously there's a road here. This is a very nice road to drive, to walk, to cycle. Goes to the neighboring village of Sao Mateus. Worth the visit for sure. And this then goes along the coast to the port and up to the village. And from here, we'll be able to see, I think, Fayal today. There's a place you can actually see it. I think it's on this side. That's a beautiful lighthouse. These are, they love being by the ocean. Actually, they're salgators. They're actually named salts in the name. I don't know how many shots I've taken already, but you never have enough. So right on the coastline, like the whole island. All these islands have amazing coastlines. Different formations, caves, you know, different villages. Might be flatter, close. We're a bit high up here. There's a good shot of the coast, and I think I'm going to zoom in. You see the Fayal. If you see there, hopefully I'm catching it through here. It's hard to see with the light, but at the very tip, that's actually Fayal Island. It's the only point from here that you can see it. Let's walk on the coast here. You see all the different mixes of lava rock. This is why I love this hike, because you can get to experience all this. Obviously, not going to get too close. You guys know my problem with heights. But hopefully it's picking up the sound. I don't know how many times I've taken this shot, but there's a 1000th time, I guess. It's 11:30. I thought it was later. I think I'm just gonna, this is always one of my rest stops here at the lighthouse. And it's nice to sit here. It's a nice shade from the lighthouse. We actually go up the steps. Make sure I don't fall. Yes, sir. Right here. Oh, the nice breeze. Ah, consola. Oh, my God. Oops. There's a bike. A great place to cycle down here, obviously. Pico wants to clear. Met a nice lady from, she said she was made on Pico, but was born in Fayal. Interesting. As you can see here, right on top of this coast, you see all the different types of trees. Now, these are trees that are okay with the salt. Like there's a fig tree there, a few other trees. There's that salt tree, they call it. And yeah, it's crazy how some trees die and some just flourish. And here's a nice, yeah, it's cleared up. Yeah, so we're kind of heading back towards the village. I'm gonna have to eat soon. I'm getting quite hungry now. But as you can see, very leisure walk, and sun now is out. There's not much wind anymore, and I can feel it right on my back. So I would say protect your head. You know, solar. Use some sunscreen, which I didn't put any on. I always forget. But it's quiet down here, boy. Just the ocean. A few cars go by once in a while. All right, let's get down. They've planted some young vines here, as you can see. So most likely they won't be able to give grapes, or they're just growing wild, I'm not sure. But from here, there's a lower road you can take, a little path there. As you can see how close we are to the coast. Yeah, it's the old windmill. Wow, it's a little fresh down here. A bit of the breeze coming, cooling me off from the hike. You can get a few more vantage points of the coast here. A lot of lava rocks here. Whoa, that sound. Little zen moment here, wellness. Oh, some waves are crashing here. I just noticed. So we've just come from there, the coast, and obviously we reached a few crossroads here that way. There's more hiking, more cottages, vineyards, so you can people choose to go that way. You could go straight up to the village. And this road basically connects to this road that I'm going to take. And I think I'm going to visit my uncle's adega, wine house, used to be my grandfather's. And yeah, we'll just cut through here, take a bit of a shortcut. I love this plant. So we have this in Lage at the other house. For those of you that enjoy this, you know, us sharing this with you guys, great. I mean, I don't expect everyone to stay till the end. So this might not even be for some people, no problem. But the ones of you that do appreciate these Pico and the Azores, nature, I think will, you know, probably are still watching, and I appreciate that. This plant looks like snakes. It's they come out at night. It's a special plant. So this is what these islands are all about. I mean, really, this village of Sao Mateus, you can find duplicates throughout all of the Azores. Everyone has their corner, you know. And I think when you do these hikes, these leisure hikes or some more extreme, you are in the middle of all this. And I think this is where a lot of tourists are coming and discovering these islands really appreciate, and they totally are in love with the islands. Obviously for us that come back that are from here, that appreciate it also, and we have that connection of being from here. It's extra special. So hopefully you guys continue on with me until the end of the video and the hike. Here's the I'll show you the soccer field. I remember this field's been here for years, except now it's turf. They modernize it, so there it is, right on the water. Basically, you don't get soccer fields this close to the water in most places. Just had a pit stop. Actually, this house here, my very good friend I grew up with, Joe and Fernando, the father passed away a little while ago, as Manuel, but they kept the house. Fernando kept the house, and Joe's visiting now. Beautiful spot, and they were just here, and I just stopped for some water, talked a little bit, and now we're heading back through the Adega area. See, these are all little cottages. They used to be old Adegas wine houses, and some of these have been nicely converted. Some are still the same, but I knew this hike walk would turn in. I take my time, like I was mentioning, and sometimes you find people along the way, you have some chats, and that's just part of the experience here. And I don't do it if I'm not trying to have a race with myself. Albano, your cottage is down there. If you're watching our video, Cousin Albano and Joe Benfantino, their cottage is down there. Anyways, time to go back up. You know what they say, what goes down must come up. And that's what we're doing. Laura taught me a trick. She said if you zigzag, it makes it easier on the climb. You don't get as tired. So you go to the right and go to the left. I think what we'll do is we'll probably, who knows, maybe my uncle's at the wine house or Adega here. We'll take a look. We'll see. Be nice. My mom probably was, she watches the videos. I don't know if she's seen the old Adega. It used to be her father's, my grandfather's, in a while. So we'll probably just take a quick stop there. This is the vineyard here. My uncle Daniel's vineyard used to be my grandfather's. We've picked grapes here before, and there's the nice fig tree. Doesn't look like he's here, but we'll do a quick stop. See, Adega de Movo, Marques, Sao Mateus. My mom probably hasn't. Well, hopefully she can come here and we can visit the place together, okay, mãe? Vem os dois, ou a família toda vem visitar esse lugar. Look at the top of the tree. Figs everywhere. They put these things on it to scare them. Yeah, so here's this has been kept in its raw. We obviously can't get in. A lot of wine and moonshine was made here. Got banana trees. Very nice. Sure, while I'm here, I should take a picture of it. Up and up we go. There's I think this will probably be one of the cheaper ones you can get here now. A little hotter now within the village compared to being on the coast. Oh, I enjoyed this walk, really did. Took my time. My back's not too bad, and let's hope it continues. All right, we made it to one of the final crossroads here. This is the main road. We have come a full circle, or almost a full circle. It was about 4 hours, I think. Now, obviously, I stopped along the way. I had lunch, took my time. I left here about 10:30. I think it's past 2 now, if I'm not mistaken. But it was wonderful. I'm glad you guys were with me. And for those of you that don't know much about this area, about the islands, or even Sao Mateus here, it's worth visiting if you're ever around here. I say put the Azores in your bucket list. This is why I love this place so much, these islands, and obviously Pico Island, and the people that visit here love it. And even though it's a tourist season, you're alone. A few cars came by, a few people, and I think you can feel at peace here. Definitely safety, security. Don't be afraid to come in the off season. Obviously right now it's the high season, but a lot more people coming April, May, beginning of June, September, October, November. I mean, these are all great months. Some even coming in the winter. So I've done other hikes that we filmed. So I'm going to put some links to those hikes so you can see other parts of this area or other areas of the island. And I'm also going to put a link to the website if anyone wants to visit. Obviously, contact me. We specialize on Pico and primarily the Triangle, but let's say the Azores. We know the Azores and the travel partner that we work with, including the mainland as well. So thanks so much for all your support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and comments. Okay, any questions you might have about visiting or just about the islands in general, feel free to send it to me, okay? And this house will be for rental as well. Anybody that might be interested, I can put you on the list when it's ready. I can give you more information, okay? This is out my door, one of the bedrooms. And I don't know, there's a painting here for sure. Anyways, guys, thanks so much and see you on the next video.